We're not quite done yet. There's one problem with timers that's a little bit more subtle that we need to watch for. So once I start this timer, and it's changing every second, it's calling that and changing it, what happens if I click it again? So I click it again. Look what we've got here. Look at how it's changing, and it's changing. What is it doing? So what happened is we started a timer and we stored that timer in this variable. Then we clicked on this again, right? We clicked on the event and it called start show. We clicked on the element and that event called that function start show. And what did it do? It created another timer and stored it in this variable. Well, a variable can only hold one value. So as soon as we put that second variable in there, the first one was lost and we have no access to it. So now when we end show, one timer is ended, but the other one is not, and we have no access to it because we don't have it stored anywhere. We only had the second timer stored in there, and now we have no way to stop this. So no matter how many times I do the end show, it cannot stop that original timer. So here I'm going to refresh. And let's talk about this problem one more time. How can we solve this problem? Well, what we want to do is that before we create another timer, we want to make sure and stop any timers that already exist. And the way we can do that is just clear interval timer. So right here before we start it, we'll clear it and then we can create another one. So if I do that and refresh, I start the show. I can end the show and it stops. I can start the show again. But now if I click it again, and click it again, and click it again, notice only one timer ever exists. Every time it will stop the original timer and then start a new one. So we can click it as many times as we don't want, and we don't get into that problem where we have multiple timers going off and no access to them.